Okay, starting.
Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, the Steam thing, they notified me. The automated thing notified me. Did you try checking all the different plugins?
Of course they did. It's like, yes. It's like, did you unplug it and replug it back in?
Admit, I do understand why they asked that. I honestly, even though you used to do the telemarketing thing for that,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
you would
saying?
be surprised how many times that can actually fix it right there.
It'd be people get frustrated at really simple questions like that, but they don't realize just how often that actually ends up being the case.
Yeah, no kidding right there.
I have had so many problems that I spent like a day trying to fix, and then it turns out all I needed to do was restart.
Yeah.
You are the specter that
That's
just
what happened
arrived,
with my
eh,
internet
not?
and everything.
What can old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Ananias closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Ananias' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Ananias would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nafak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
You have a plan?
That seemed very suspicious.
I do.
Yeah.
However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Ananias' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's
Because that's a
paying them
problem.
under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside
It's like, is it?
employment.
Is it, Kit? Do you think you cannot take on a couple thugs, Kit?
Screw that. They're
If
mercenaries.
he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent.
That's kind
Here is
of...
my pass.
Okay,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
renegade-ish, but yeah.
The evidence
No,
is
I'm not
on
even
house
saying that's
computer.
renegade.
This
That's just a
OSD
douchey way to
contains
put that.
encryption
Oh, they're
key
mercenaries.
access.
They're less than
Slide it
human.
into the drive
Exactly.
that will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep
I mean, most
bloodstains
likely
off
I'll
the
still
Twitch.
I'd still have to kill them anyways, but
Well,
looks
no
like
shit.
might as well.
I'm just saying that's an interesting take on it. Oh, they're just mercenaries. It's fine to kill mercenaries. It's not like they're security guards who are defending a location.
I always liked how the when you find these
These
in restaurants.
waterfall walls.
Yeah, I always like those things. They always look so neat to me. Even though they're simple, they look very neat.
Simplicity is often a very important design choice.
That is true. Anything else down here? Nope. I even have this little area. I guess just to add to to the look or something, but still, it's like
Some of that stuff is just there for depth to make it look more lived in.
I guess, but yeah, it just seems like a little bit like could have went without it.
Maybe could have, but it would have looked less lifelike with that put it.
Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Bavaria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time.
10 credits a minute.
Sorry.
That's actually not that fucking bad for how easy it is to make credits.
Considering I'm rolling in it right now, let's see. um, 6 to 8. Yeah.
Let's see, you have 628,000. So let's go ahead and estimate real quick. Let's find a calculator.
Then divide the time. I think divide that by 10.
628 divided by 10. You would basically be able to speak for 62,800 minutes.
And then divide that by 60, and you get the hours.
Ah, damn it. Let's see. Or 1,046 hours, apparently.
I was like, gee, that's too little of an amount. How will I ever speak to anybody ever?
Don't you wish you could just you could just have that sort of situation? Oh, how much internet I'm going to be using? Well, for the next 10 hours I'm going to be playing online. Well, that's like 1/1,000,000th of what I actually have, so that's fine. How am I ever going to pay for that? Well, I'll go outside and just kind of
Freeze.
walk around for 5
Attention
minutes.
security. This office is sealed.
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Keene is under investigation.
Analeus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Analeus has a Varan up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
And yet there's still red dots on my screen. What happened to we'll pretend we didn't see you?
Well, obviously, that only worked for that small couple of them. You still got to slot at the rest of them.
Yeah, apparently. Up you go.
But now when it comes down to it, when they go back to the office and they're like, who killed all our guys? These guys are gonna be like, we didn't see the guys go in there after Analeus' stuff. It was not Commander Shepard. He was not there.
Exactly.
I did not see a Commander Shepard go in there.
That one's just flicking inside and out. That's not you. And you think, eh. Fucking nuked her. Fucking just destroyed her right there.
Clear.
Nuke too much.
Yes, nuke.
That wasn't a nuke. That wasn't even an anti-material rifle. You are a disappointment in gun manufacturing, Kit. You do not know the difference between a nuke and an anti-material rifle.
Let's steal all these guys' stuff.
They're literally stealing from the guy who hired you.
Basically, huh?
Well, it's his room.
Well, no, his room's right there. That's some other dudes.
Well, they claimed you were trespassing on that guy's area, so whatever.
Yeah. See, anything else before I access the computer? Nope, okay. Downloaded the evidence. Oh.
Oh no, suspicious.
Uh-huh. It's like, gee, I wonder what's gonna happen here.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You
Didn't
have me
we
at a
have this discussion?
disadvantage, miss.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're gonna show some
I was
respect?
like, it's the idiot girl and
Sergeant
everything at the
Carister.
beginning of it.
Ilanis
when
Risk
we first
Control
landed.
Services. Analeus would throw you off world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Good job. And that didn't feel forced and just quickly short-handed at all.
Yep, I know, right?
I didn't want to fight him. They fired first. Instantly starts fighting.
I can't get the leg.
Kit, it's against the rules to sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Charging up.
Oh shit. Someone's got rockets. It's like, why don't I get rockets?
He did only half your shield. He did less damage with that rocket than people do with pistols in this game, Kit. Are you sure you want a rocket?
Well, considering how it was in the beginning.
That was a tank. It's a little different.
Same difference.
No, these people aren't getting to walk around with a tank.
It's right there, yeah.
Get down!
Boom!
And you didn't even
Shoot
kill
his
him.
ass.
See my point? Are you really sure you want rockets?
It's over.
A grenade didn't even kill that guy when it landed right in his face.
That is true. Is there anything more down here? Oh.
You know, I just realized it would be a very interesting mechanic for an RPG game.
What would that be?
Repairman.
A
Like,
repair.
you do all this fighting through an area, you do all this destruction to technology, and then you just have the option to gain extra experience by repairing the pieces you just broke.
I would be a little
Like, you just
interesting.
ran through and ransacked a location, had a fight in a server room, and then you get to stop at all the servers, and if you repair them,
Commander,
then you
there have
get
been
extra
reports of noise
experience.
from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that.
Not really much
Meet
of
me
a
at the hotel
smart
for a drink
ass, but
before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
I was like, I wasn't being a
Yes,
smartass.
huh?
That was real.
Yeah. This game has options much like Fallout 4, where sarcasm is just you being a dick, a douche. Except this game doesn't even give you the option of sarcasm, it just gives you misleading statements you can say.
Yeah.
There have been so many situations where statements you made do not fit at all the dialogue choice you chose in this game.
I can't wait to see what Renegade shows us.
At least these dialogues would actually fit with you being a complete bastard.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me get some work on this. There.
Just shoot her. It would be funny if you could just shoot her.
Yeah, no kidding. See.
Oh, got another message from him.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see what this one is.
Oh,
Let's see.
Allow me to
Okay.
reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Looks like
Why
now
isn't
they
Internal
want
Affairs
information for the RMA
The
process.
executive board knows about
Alright.
Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
I need Keen's
We'll look into
garage
that
pass
short.
to complete my mission.
You
yeah.
help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Alright, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Wish you could have chosen not to be a Spectre.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me
And
once
it
you know
feels
if
like
you'll
such
play
a
ball.
cop-out for this game. Like, oh, well, you're allowed to do whatever you want. Why? Well, because you got this special clearance that just allows you to do whatever the fuck you want.
Not that
No
many-
repercussions.
Yeah, but I'm still having to dance across quite a few things that probably that my Spectre status ain't really giving me too much of a helping hand doing.
No, it's just an excuse, basically, for, oh,
Always a
you got to
pleasure,
do this
Spectre.
fight out, and
Any
you don't
news on
have
that
to go
matter
through
I asked
all
you to look
extra
into?
problems.
Yeah.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating
Yeah, that's my
Ananias.
75%.
They're concerned about the worm in their
Paragon.
own fruit.
All right.
That's what that trophy
It is
was
obvious that I
just
cannot
popped.
persuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
So nice of him.
Yep, so nice. And boy, he bit pretty fast too, didn't he?
Honestly, he kind of should have been a bit easier. I mean, he wants this property. Okay, you now have his property. You want him to do this thing. How is this really a bigger problem? If his property is that important, he should fight quite easily.
That's what it would seem like should be the thing for it. Yeah.
Honestly, I'd say he didn't bite fast enough.
Ah.
But that's just my opinion. Fucking Muppet walk. Got no strings to hold me down.
To me, it just looks like more like he shat his pants as always
Spectre,
right
have you
there.
given any more consideration to my offer?
To
Took some
rewatching
persuasion,
Team
but Keen has agreed to
America
testify.
World Police, I think that genuinely
That's a
looks
world of
like
stress
those
off my
fucking
back.
Muppets
I'll take the evidence
doing
for safe
their
transport.
fight scenes.
I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't
I
this
can
help
see
you?
that.
You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
The good thing that just hasn't really changed throughout the galaxy. The whole rights that you have are exactly the same as America's rights system. You do that.
I'm doing that so I can get the thing for it.
You're not going to use it in battle. You're just going to shoot it on the fucking ground.
Yep.
Again, you're supposed to be playing for fun the first time through, Kit.
I am.
And silence, because there's nothing going on and I don't even hear music.
Any chance you had something to
Yeah,
do with that?
I noticed that.
Yep.
There's not really much
He
right
was
there
corrupt.
in the way of
Most
music or
people
such
here
like
are.
that.
I wish you could take them all down. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Ananias. And the matriarch came through.
Yeah, it's amazing how
know
all
where
those
that
things just
matriarch
happen
is
to
now?
coincide.
You looking
Yeah.
for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
No
What
shit.
sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know.
A matriarch went
There's
there.
a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up
comes back a little
I was
quiet.
like, ooh, spooky.
What was that about synthetic insights?
Ananias had shut down SI. Looks like he was trying to blackmail him. It happens often enough. He got caught this time, though. Looks like the executive board is going to feed him to the Nathak.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshin. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
I have to go.
You need anything?
So you should be calling me Lily.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes,
The
that's
eyes.
genuine.
The
Drive
eyes.
safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alux Valley.
What the?
The eyes. What's up with the eyes? Oh yay! Look what's here again. Target practice time.
I'm surprised there's not more porn of those things,
I'd
honestly.
say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Now that you bring that up, I'm
You-
also surprised too.
I stunned you with that one.
As I'm like, yeah, I can see that too. I took it down. Try this. Oh, that worked pretty nice on it.
Get it? That one was even
Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
I was like, gee, I'm glad these people waited.
How does she not know what
do
these
here,
things
Commander?
are?
I have no idea.
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia-sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at
1,000.
least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
There's machines. You could pack them tightly in small little crates. You could have dozens or hundreds. And yet their ships are fucking massive and only hold about 7 people.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh hey, even though there's a blizzard going on, you're going to be using the Mako.
Yep. And it's not really major of a blizzard, if I recall. Let's see how well this.
Oh, but remember, you were halted from being able to go places because of this blizzard.
Ah, this is nothing. This is nothing.
That's not even a fucking winter in Kentucky.
This is nothing. Hell, in Andromeda, there's a planet fucking coated with to where it's fucking whiteouted. Like this ain't even anything.
Yeah, I get that, Kit. But I'm talking just compared to real life, that ain't shit.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about actual blizzards. Playing with it for a little while again. Does Kameko actually still feel better than it used to? Because it sure doesn't seem like you're having a good time with it.
I think it's doing a lot better than the original one. There's a bit more weight behind it.
You should look in the options to see if there is a way to turn the frame rate back down to 30 and see if it fixes that. Don't want to do that one, huh? Okay.
No, at the moment, I'm getting bombarded.
Wait, you're on console, so you don't have frame rate options. Never mind.
Okay, it just had to show me that, hey, there's this thing in front of us.
Hey, this thing, it's doing the robot.
There we go, in full charm. Let's see what we got for this.
Is that Scimitar 7? You're not going to find a frame rate in there, apparently.
Yep, not really.
Classic mode. Apparently you could level scale differently.
Yep, you can either go from the 1 to 60, which I have right here for this character, or 1 to 30. But the points are like double everything. It's basically the easier one, I think.
Probably less tedious with some of the fights.
Probably.
I don't really think it's fair to say easy or hard in this case because these games aren't exactly difficult, and I don't mean that as an insult to the games. They're just kind of like a mid-level area between a RPG-style game where you have to do a specific amount of damage and a, quote, realistic shooter where you shoot them in the head and they die, so...
Yeah.
So really, reducing that stuff to make it, quote, less tedious, honestly, chances are you just make it so they die a little faster, which most likely is not that important. It's just a small playstyle difference.
Yeah.
Again, from what I hear, a lot of first-person shooters are now trying to increase the time to kill so that it takes longer. Apparently people got tired of the moment they blink dying. Who could have guessed?
Yeah. That's the location right there. Yep. I was like, all towers must die.
Going on for the past week, it's no, it's looking kind of good.
What's up?
I don't know how it's been on your end, but in Kentucky, it's been 90-degree days for about a full 7-day cycle now.
Oh yeah, it's been about close to the. It's been close to like 70s here for us. I mean, I have my window open right now.
70. It's been. I think the lowest night we've had last in the past 7 days was 65.
Nice.
You say that, but we can't get the house below 80. Also, 90-degree days like this in this part of Kentucky at this part of the time of year, kind of rare.
Huh.
Juggernaut, 2 shots.
Oh, look, this Kroger's taking more bullets.
No, a shotgun might come in handy.
User alert.
Sniper rifle
All
to the
Kit
face
and
works
Theron
just as
facilities
well.
have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
This would just be basically a fucking lodge out here. Why the fuck do they have so much biomaterial and shit?
I guess it's a science station is what it is, basically.
Why are the
Oh, you're getting an
facing
idea
the
of
wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
You know, I would have figured Tali, being the technologically sound one, would have understood that logic.
Yeah.
I saw a Naginata 8 in there. I think Naginatas were sniper rifles, so it's probably not that strong. Your tribeman's back, Kit.
Yep. I see. Ooh, new shotgun.
Tana 8. That's right. Was a sniper rifle.
Yep, nothing.
This is kind of what I'm talking about. Like in a quote realistic shooter, 1 shot is what you use on these enemies. Instead, in this one you use 2 shots.
Yeah.
That seemed insensitive. I saw where you shot that one guy.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have parts no more. Or at least that one doesn't.
They had parts in the first place?
Yeah.
What was that?
Animals? Wind? This place is in bad shape.
Oh hey, animal.
Xenomorphs.
Annoying.
Just a little bitties.
Oh, Rachni, okay. I
Yep,
thought it
these
was
are-
saying bacon, and I was trying to figure out why is it called a bacon soldier?
It's like, they're tasty. Yep, these are
Wonder-
arachnids.
You know, I bet that's something that would actually be pretty funny in like an apocalypse scenario. Like you have some kind of world-ending monster shows up, and there's just too many of them, and people kill them, and they're worried, and they're starving, and they're like, "We might as well give it a try. We're gonna die anyway." And they try and like, wow, these things actually taste like bacon.
These things are actually awesome. It's like, kill 'em more. And they find out that they're actually extremely healthy.
Oh, these things, they have less fat than bacon, too. It's like bacon, except good for you. That would actually be pretty funny. That would actually be a funny way for an apocalypse to end. Don't be scared of them. Eat them. Let's be honest here. Chances are in any kind of apocalypse, that'd pretty much be the first thing that would happen. Is the first time someone kills them, they'd be like, "Can I cook this?
Can I
You
cook
chuckle,
and
but-
eat this without dying?"
No, without dying. It would be, "Can I cook this?" We would question whether or not it was healthy for us after it is basically almost killing us. When we're puking up our blood, we'd be going, "Okay, maybe we can't eat that." But it's a thing that humans do. I have an herbal book talking about herbs and such like that, which can help with your body and such like that. In that book, there is literally things for frying up. You know, powdering them up with flour, putting them in grease, frying them up.
Yum yum.
Grass, Kit. Basically grass. Humans will try to eat pretty much anything that we come across.
Yeah.
And we're most likely going to try and fry it as well. It's a really respectable part of humanity. We kill something we've never seen before, our first thought is, "Can I eat it?"
Yeah.
It's a very good first response if you really think on it, because, you know, it's a good thing to get that out of the way early. If you can eat it, then you now know that in the future, if you have to fight it, well, congratulations, it will be food.
Yeah. Now I need to make a bunch of Omni Gel to activate this stuff. So it's a good thing I've been harboring all this crap.
I have 98 gel. 102. Never mind, you just keep going up. But yeah, honestly, I wonder how many apocalypses would actually be stopped by that sort of situation. Because one of the things that would happen that would cause an apocalypse to be really bad is the whole aspect that you couldn't just easily get food.
That's true.
So I wonder how
Easiest
often...
easiest repair job ever.
So it really would come to a question as to how often would that actually be.
Restore this facility. Would you like help?
Hi,
You're the
Paperclip.
virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please.
Give it more information than I
Council
would.
authority confirmed.
No kidding.
You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note
Never
that
mind.
queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged
Oh, ain't
access.
that useful.
Privileged
Finally,
access
something
is
goes
only
our
available
way.
to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia
Access
departed on
her.
the passenger tramway
Too
to
easy.
the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure.
Wish your error messages
Landline
were that
connections are
fucking limited.
disabled.
Well,
Passenger
actually
tram systems are
informative. Most of
offline.
mine.
Report complete. Do you have an
Fit?
additional system status query?
Think something just changed on here.
What changed?
Well, I'm now looking at the entire OBS screen, and it's still got Mass Effect Legendary Edition on it.
Okay. One moment, I might have done something on my end by accident or something.
Ah, there it is. Now
it's going?
Yeah, it's back.
Okay.
Don't you wish your
weird.
error messages for different problems were that fucking obvious? Most of the time it's just like, error 108. What's this mean? Oh, something is not connected to something else.
Do you know why the reactor
Okay,
shut
it is
down?
connected. But for some
I'm
reason
sorry,
it says
but
it's
I
not.
was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur
Oh,
if
odd.
reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep. Nice.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
People ships and stuff like that to go through this. I
What are
just
the
don't really
landlines?
see
Why are they
why
disabled?
why there wouldn't be
landlines
tech
connect
that
my
would just be
mainframes
set up
here
to
at
survive
Central
the cold
Station
and stuff.
to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do
Translation,
reconnect
I
the
can't
landlines?
reach there now.
Yep.
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot
Ain't that useful?
automatically.
Man, it sounds
all I
so
need right
simple.
now.
Too bad no one
Very well,
decided
Commander.
just to cut the
Logging
fucking
in.
line so it couldn't be done like that.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I can't wait for you to have to fight all your way out of this.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Looked like I had a pistol or something for some reason.
So, question here. Didn't I think the Krogans get in trouble for literally chasing down and wiping out the entire Arachnice
Main reactor shut down
populace?
in accordance with
Yes,
emergency
yes, they
containment
did.
procedures. Manual restart required.
They did a good fucking job.
I was like, I wonder why these guys
User
are here.
alert. Landline connections are
Fucking
disabled.
incompetent Krogan.
Passenger trams are offline.
Never trust a Krogan to do a human's job. Humans would have enslaved these creatures already. They would have been using them for food. They would have ended up using them for, like, beasts of burden. They wouldn't be having to deal with this shit. No, you gave it to the Krogans, the guys who decided just to choke them with their own umbilical cords and hope that was enough.
Connections restored. Processing
It's
new
easy.
data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
So now we just need to turn on the main reactor.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander.
Yep,
Logging
that
in
was
now.
easy. Just a button push.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Like, at most I can guess is why they didn't cut, like, the power cables and such, or destroy it beyond being able to repair and everything, is in case they need to come back through.
But they kind of do it manually from this end. That means someone can only follow them. They cannot come back. Speaking of, that was a very stupid idea if they want to come back.
That's true.
I can't help. Oh, I can't overstate how worthless Krogans are if they can't even wipe
User
out a
alert.
species.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual
They are as
restart
incompetent
required.
as Nazis, Kit. They couldn't even beat a single race.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
So there was even a quandary earlier from people about, do you think they went too far by wiping out this entire race of, well, this entire species? And now you're fighting that entire species. I would say at this point, no, I don't think they went too far. After all, if they went farther, we wouldn't be fighting them right
in
now.
accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Oh, hey, you got a rapid fire one now.
God damn.
Intimidating. Wow, that was a threat.
I know, right?
And floating gun.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency. Manual restart required.
There we go.
I guess you missed the floating gun, huh?
No, I saw it.
Okay. Oh, hey, someone did cut something.
Yep. Oh, there they are.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
This line is cut. I'm just gonna smash this button. Smack, smack, smack. It's done. You didn't fix the cut. Doesn't matter. It's done.
Yep, it doesn't matter. It's fixed. Right. Left for me, left for her.
I don't know why you keep doing that like that.
That's how we get. That's how we get the points for it.
Shouldn't you be using it on enemies?
Yeah, I'm using it on the enemies, of course, still too. I just want to keep the replays down and everything to at least like 2 replays.
Just have fun.
Like I am having fun. It's like I am having fun. It's just I don't want to have to keep replaying a game, like a 30-hour game and everything more than twice, because I still have 2 more other games left. Well,
Technically,
3.
the 30-hour part is only the first time through if you go for all the missions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
100%ing the game while having fun is part of the point here.
And transit hub.
The second playthrough is probably going to be more like 5 hours when you really think about it, Kit.
That's the that's gonna be the ultra hard mode.
Inadvisable.
Yeah, you'll most likely be doing it on New Game Plus, which will mean you already have a lot of good stuff on you.
Yeah.
See my point?
If this has New Game Plus, I don't remember if it does.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it probably does.
I was like, hey guys, you guys are in the worst possible location ever. You know why?
Why?
Oh, not even Asher's left. Oh, hey, look, there's more coming.
Kit, you were in the worst possible situation. You know why?
That was fun. I've never managed to get that right there because on the originals, that one was always tech one and everything. That was... I never played it technology one. I played it as a soldier class.
I mean, you still can't do half the shit with technology. That's Tali's job, so...
Yeah. True, but even then, when I came through with her in my party, I was never able to. So that's one thing they changed.
Keep making excuses, Kit.
That's one thing they changed, I guess.
They didn't change anything. They just gave you a graphical upgrade. More frame rate. I'm not complaining about you buying the game or nothing like that. I'm just making it very clear. It's a graphical upgrade, Kit.
I know there's some stuff. There is some stuff. Like, all classes couldn't use all the guns like I'm able to. I'd only be able to use the pistol and the shotgun in this class if I was planning on the original.
Or maybe you just were incompetent about using the character back then. Sorry about that. You were a kid.
Like I said, I played it like a year ago and everything.
Then why are you playing it now?
For the trophies, of course.
Well, from the sounds of it, you already had trophies. Why didn't you just finish them?
Because I wanted to play this one. I wanted to play a new graphic one.
You want to play a graphically enhanced version of it with no other changes to it. See, you've just admitted to it yourself. It's the same reason I bought Mafia Definitive Edition. Because I wanted the graphical upgrades without a single shred of difference.
Yep.
And now this, if anyone actually watches these, they'd be annoyed by that.
Couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I'd only be upset if they'd fired.
Even hopped up on stems, my people know the rule. 2 legs good, 4 legs bad.
I was like, isn't that from something else? 2 legs good, 4 legs bad? Or, well, the opposite around?
My name is Shepard. I'm a spec.
You know what I'm referencing, right? Or that he was probably referencing.
In the mouth. The aliens overran
Figured
the hot
3
labs
legs was
last week.
considered good.
Only Han Olo got out, and
Hi-oh.
he ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Alright, if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old.
You broke up. It sounded like a little bit.
Wrong, they heat it up and
I said bingo because the guy basically just stated that they were working on these creatures inside the lab.
It came from inside the laboratory.
Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell, man the perimeter!
That was very fucking glitchy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Also, they didn't even come from the same direction he ran.
I was running behind cover, it looked like.
And then he teleported right back to you.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Again, we were upset that the Krogans annihilated this entire race. If you ask me, it just further proves that Krogans didn't do a good enough job.
Yeah.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
You're not going to go to the hot labs, are you?
Kind of makes me think she knew where they came from. I
You
never
know
went into the
Matriarch
high
Benezia?
security areas.
Why ask me and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
Did you question her knowledge of the matriarch in the first
You're a
fucking
member of the
place?
science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
I don't mean you. Like, why would
What do you do
she
here?
question
Molecular
Liara
genetics. I specialize
Sony's
in biotic
knowledge of
enhanced
this
allele
person?
specific
They don't know each other.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
Wow,
seem
you were
less
quite
upset
the
at this
dick there.
situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
No kidding, right?
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
By meditation, she means she's just standing there.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Yeah, is there something you need?
I'm looking for an Asari.
Sorry. Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
What sort of work do you
Option
do?
was Benezia,
I
and
can't
you
say.
asked
I signed a
vaguely.
non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
It's never guided by ethics. In fact, most scientific
about the
progress
hot
was
labs?
made in
Nothing,
very
I didn't work
unethical
there.
situations.
As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious
Petty to
noises.
complain after showering your coworker's brains off. That actually seems like a reason to fucking complain.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That would be a genuine. It'd be petty to complain if all you did was have to shower some fucking dirt off.
Yeah.
Showering a coworker's brains off kind of
What
ruins
do you want?
complaints.
I didn't mean
Did
to
we just
bother.
run into the psychotic German?
You did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
Never
What
mind,
happened
it's
to
the
these
Briton.
people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira,
Bullshit.
the PI for Peak 15? She handles the
This
safety
is a
protocols
game made
for
by
our
by a company who doesn't like
We reactivated her
capitalism,
on
so
our
I
way
can
through Central
guarantee
Station.
the company does not give a shit
That was
about you.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine
How is that
distinction makes this
infectious?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit
Instead of
damage.
infectious.
I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand.
Fuck off with
Our
your
notes and
moral
equipment are
grandstanding.
locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do
So, this highly infectious virus, in a very short matter of time, turns into harmless protein chains and cannot be spread through individuals.
Apparently.
How the fuck is this shit supposed to be apparently infectious?
I welcome you.
I don't know.
Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems.
Currently my favorite alien race.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
It's like what I see, and never mind. We're down into the 5s and 6s instead of the 9s.
Yep.
It's just armor anyway, so it's not that important.
Yep. I mean, hell, I couldn't even equip this heavy armor if it was even better than my medium armor. How funny
But
is
you
that
did
right there?
DLC.
Huh? Yeah.
DLC always has a powerful armor. That's why DLC is fun. People can go out the fucking window if they're bitching and whining about don't sell power. Part of the entire point of why a DLC is fun is the fact that if you do it early, you can get powerful shit, which helps you play the rest of the game and enjoy it in a different manner.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, the DLC for Fallout 3 just... There are certain ways to play that game by doing certain DLC first that will just add so much replay value. And it's all because the DLC adds broken shit. Not even joking. You want to have a great time? Go do the Outcast DLC first. Get the stealth armor, and then just get a couple perks to up your stealth over time. You will literally have an entire run where you're just having fun screwing with enemies. Every time an enemy pops up, you're just gonna be like, "I'm in stealth. You can't see me," and they're gonna be like, "I could have sworn there was a person there 5 seconds ago."
Didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more.
Wait, how
about
do you
those
not know what
things
they
out
are?
there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
You mean you don't know what
They
the
found
Rachni
it
look
in a
like?
derelict ship.
They must not.
An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
Once again, Krogan suck
I'll
at
be
their
leaving
job
now.
if they actually allowed this to happen. I feel like I can't overstate just how incompetent Krogan were in this case. Ooh, Scimitar 9. Has a bigger number, so it's probably better, you know.
And nope. Nope. Only better for the heat sink, so it means I can fire a little bit quicker, it looks like.
By 0.1.
Yeah.
So.
I might set my connection right there. The stream seems to be having a little bit of buffering. Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing nobody's on it, I guess, still. Yeah.